Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Fathaini Aisyah. I would like to present about material like linguistic. Uh, the first material is second and additional language acquisition. So there are the competence in additional language acquisition. And in my point of view, chair American student uh, of working class origin embarked on a language learning journey to learn French and escape extreme personal and financial difficulties. And her motivation was based on idealized community or of practice, which proof disappointing. And however, her stay abroad was beneficial as it made her more politically aware and critical of US policy. The learning of a new language can significantly impact of learners' perception of the world and themselves. So, multi-competence, the cognitive representation of grammatical and lexical categories, affects bilinguals with languages with different categories. Recent socio-psychological study have confirmed that knowledge and active use of several languages are linked to a different psychological profile. Multi-competent, multilingual seems more aware and appreciate ap- appreciative of the diversity in the world, able to consider in it through the prism of their different languages and cultures. Real life examples like of extreme negative attitudes toward a foreign language are abundant. Uh, Richard Watson and American academic could read French but not speak it, and his progress was limited and leading to his lack of enthusiasm for learning French. So, the second one, there is motivation. The process of second language acquisition or SLA is influenced by an affective factor called motivation or emotional investment. This factor can grow depending on an individual's unique personality and preferences and is linked to social context such as intergroup relation, gender, and social class. The global context is crucial for SLA, as students from countries like French, Poland, Hungary, and China understand the proficiency in a foreign language such as English will boost their changes in the job market and instrumental motivation which differs from integrativeness is measured quantitatively using the attitude motivation test battery. So the test consisted of five construct. Correct, correct, correct if I'm wrong. Integrativeness, attitudes toward the learning situation, motivation, language anxiety, and instrumentality. Researchers calculate the scores of each participant on the scales to provide a unique quantitative motivational profile which can be used as independent variable in uh, in a study, higher levels of motivation and lower levels of language anxiety are typically linked to better performance in the second language. So the term good language learner is problematic in SLA research as it failed to uncover the complete profile of a good learner. Quantitative research based on test results and questionnaires fails to uncover the complete profile of a good language learner. Qualitative research, on the other hand, focuses on individual learners and their ethical, emotional investment in the new language. So, the category good language learner may be afraid of wishful thinking by our two teachers and researchers. So, the next language aptitude is a crucial individual difference variable in language learning, affecting the rate of learning and the amount of energy required for the progress. It is often referred to as a special ability gift or player for languages. Like high aptitude can lead to easier language acquisition, while low aptitude requires hard work and persistence. And however, aptitude doesn't determine if someone can learn a language and can be compensated for by factors like motivation or effective strategies. Most people can achieve a working knowledge of an L2 regardless of aptitude. So the next material is the the second material is about language learner, and I would like to present my point of view on language learner like style, strategies, and motivation. So, learning styles, my point of view, refers to the different ways in which learners approach learning, and while they may seem stable, teachers can modify learning tasks to suit specific learners with different learning styles. Over time, learners can be encouraged to engage in style stretching to incorporate approaches they were previously resistant to. Three categories of style preferences are considered relevant to understanding language learning, like sensory or perceptual, cognitive, and personality related preferences. So, sensory or perceptual style preferences including include being more visual, auditory, or tactile, or kinesthetic. So, cognitive style preferences include being more global or particular or detail oriented, being more synthesizer or analytic, being more deductive or inductive, um, person inductive, and personality. The last one is personality related style preferences include being more extroverted or introverted, being more abstract and intuitive, or more concrete and thinking in step-by-step sequence, or preferring to keep all option open, or being more closer oriented. So, like in an example, when learners with a more abstract, intuitive preference might for focus on the headings and subheadings of a text, right? While those with a more concrete sequential preference may focus on the clues in the text. So global and synthesizing learners might enjoy summarization as, while analytic learners may find it more difficult due to their preference or specific details. So, learning styles are presented as dichotomized, but many learners operate somewhere in the middle ground between this extreme opposition, such as being a global learners, but at times focusing on details depending on the task. Mm, A, a, data, a database of case studies of students was amazed to describe learner style preferences and strategy choices and motivational foundation emerging in the in the performance of altitudes. Language learner strategies on ensure LLS LS are crucial for improving performance in language learning and use. Studies studies have shown that a good language learner excels not only due to their high language aptitude and evolution, but also through their active and creative participation in the learning process through the application of individualized strategies. For Oxford 2018 has at least 33 different definition of LLS, and many of which are similar in nature. These strategies are contextually specific tools and action that can be both mental and physical, can be combined in cluster or chains, have cognitive, emotional, and social roles, and determined determined by the individual, and their use in self regulation is complex. So well as think or language learning strategies refer to conscious and semi-conscious thought and behavior used by learners with the explicit goal of improving their knowledge and understanding of a target language. So LLS also includes language use strategies, which include uh, rehearsal strategies, include retrieval strategies, communication strategies, and cover strategies. Communication strategies are viewed as verbal or nonverbal first aid device that enable learners to stay active partners in communication even when things go well don't go well. These strategies extend to the learner's communicative means beyond the constraint of target target language proficiency and help help increase their linguistic confidence. So communication strategies play a crucial role in language learning and use. They can be classified into cognitive, metacognitive, affective, and social strategies. So cognitive strategies involve language learning and use, while metacognitive strategies involve conscious planning and evaluation of language learning. learning effective strategies, regulate emotion, motivation, and attitudes such as reducing anxiety and encouraging self encouragement, encouragement. Social strategies involve action taken to interact with other learners and native speakers, aiming to increase exposure to LG communication and interactive practice. So I think that's all from me. So about second and additional language learners and learners style and strategies. Thank you.